Welcome and welcome back. Welcome to Seek to See podcast. How y'all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Today is Friday, April 18th, 2024. It is 7:19 p.m. in beautiful southern Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, and it's about 74 degrees right now. So it is beautiful out here. I'm sitting out here on my screened in patio. It's one of my places I love to be. And I'm just taking in all of nature. Sometimes we have to go outside and ground ourselves. I know as an earth sign, I have to come out and ground myself every now and again in order to stay in touch with spirit. You know, as an earth sign, that's what we have to do. But y'all, I am coming on here today to talk about dating. Dating when you start to approach 50 and above. Y'all, it has been tumultuous. I was looking at the Michelle Obama podcast. She has a podcast with her brother, okay? And they had Tracy Ellis Ross on there talking about dating and dating over a certain age. And so I know on my channel, on my Seek to See Tarot on my channel, I usually give a lot of advice, a lot of tips about dating, because a lot of times younger people just don't know. They don't know. And I know when I was younger and getting out there dating, I was not equipped. I was not equipped to actually date. To actually date. I didn't know what that was. I mean, I knew what it was, but I didn't have a direction. Okay? So dating now, since I have more information, I have more knowledge, more life experience, dating is totally different. Totally different. I don't like it. Well, you know, it seems like to me the older men play more games. The older men play more games than the younger men. I'm starting to find that the older men do not know what they want. They don't. And I feel like the reason why that is because they have given all of their good years and resources to the wrong woman. Okay? And then when they want to approach a woman like you and like myself, they do not know how to operate. They do not know how to even, what's the word I'm looking for? Now this is not all. So this is not all. This is some. I feel like they do not know how to court. Okay. And so, what I have found since being out here in the dating scene is that it's a lot harder, and I find that it's a lot harder for women who are good looking and they are established. And what I mean by established, we have our own house, car, money, things of that nature. It is harder. It's very, very hard to date, because the older men can't control you when you are established. Because a lot of older men, they want to play games, they want to control, and there's no controlling a woman who is fully established in her own. Okay. And I find that some of the younger men, depending on how young you go, they want to look at you as a sugar mama. And baby, I'm not that. This ain't that. This is not that. So I feel like, as you approach 50, you have to be very, very, very selective. Very selective. Because it's like you're at that weird place, at that weird spot. Okay? But I like it because, like I said before, I have more knowledge, more understanding. I understand the world. I understand myself. I understand relationships. So, and I've learned a lot. I've learned from the decent guys to the horrible ones. Okay, I've learned my lesson. Okay, and so I think it's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing. It's hard, but it is really good. It's not bad. It's not bad because you can be very, very selective. And because when you are established, you don't have to put up with any and everything. You do not. I feel like also when you are at this age, between 45 and 55, you know yourself now. You know who you are, you know where you're going, and you know how you're getting there. So you don't put up with as much as you used to. You don't put up with as much as the younger ladies would. Your tolerance level is just this much or less or zero. Yeah. And like I said before, I find that a lot of men do not like that because they can't play games. They can't use you as a sugar mama, okay? Because then they have to really come with something. They really have to come to the table with something, or you got to go. You have to go. Period. Just period. So while it is difficult to date, to me, it is a little difficult to date in this age range. However, I feel like it's a good spot to be in. Very good spot to be in. Man, you know what I've learned? So I'm so confident now. I'm very, very confident in who I am. Not just with the hair, the clothes, the nails, all that stuff. That's, I'm more confident in who I am and what I'm capable of. And I know now that a man has to bring something to the table because I am the table and some. And because I'm more established now, I'm really the table now. I'm really the table. So they have to bring a table too. You see, so I like it. I love it. It's the best thing ever. And now, when you get to this age, you don't mind sitting with yourself. You don't mind, well, that's if you're fully healed. That's if you're not dealing with a bunch of trauma, But if you are healed and move on from the trauma, okay? But once you have healed, and once you have dealt with the trauma, or if you have trauma, if you've dealt with that trauma and you have fully healed, baby, it's so peaceful. It is so peaceful. You don't mind being alone. And let me tell you something. A woman who does not mind being alone, she's a force to be reckoned with. Trust and know that. A force to be reckoned with. Because that means a man cannot come in her life and play games with her. Because we don't mind being alone. We have our own money. We have our own everything. That's not we're not trying to flex, but we know who we are. And it's just a different, it's a different feeling. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. And let me tell you something. I'm so sold out on myself to where a man has to come along and love me with me. I'm sold out on Shonda. He has to love me just as much as I love myself or more. Because I'm just that sold out on myself. And it's not to be conceited, and it's not to feel like, I'm more than anyone else, but I'm comfortable with who I am. And I love who I am at this stage of my life. It's so freeing. I love every minute. And to sit here, it's just like sitting here, to sit here on my patio, just being here by myself, and to be able to ground myself and to be able to have peace. Let me tell you something, that peace is everything. Peace is everything. And if a man can't come into my life and make my life better than what I have right now, ain't no point. It ain't no point. It's no point. Ladies, I hope you all are able to get to this place in your life where you're okay with you. Because once you're okay with you, even if you have a bad day, you're still okay. You're still okay. I love it. I love every minute. I love it. And these men get on these podcasts and say, "Oh, you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life." I'm okay with that. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Because I would rather be alone and be okay with me than to deal with a man who's full of drama, cheating, acting a fool with a bunch of foolishness and nonsense. Nah. I'm good. I'm good. I would rather have peace. To be honest with you, most women now, that we would rather have peace than to have a man. Because we don't have to deal with the drama. Yes. And it's a lot of men out here that's full of drama. Not all, but it's a lot of men out here that is full of drama. Full of drama. And what's even more egregious, they bring the drama to you. Your life, you may be, honey, your life is good, going well. And then here comes this man with a bunch of drama. And the reason why I found out a lot of men bring drama to you, because they're jealous of your peace. They are jealous, not only the things that you have materialistically, but that's part of it, but they're jealous of your peace and your peaceful life. They're jealous of that. And so they come in and create nonsense and foolishness. They create it. Strange. It's so strange, but it happens. It happens. And that's because a lot of these men are dealing with child support, dealing with having to take care of, a lot of us women are making more money than men. Let me just say that. A lot of us women, especially educated women, are making more money than men. And so that's why I think a lot of men come in and create all kind of hell, havoc, and high water. Because it's a jealousy factor. And it's because we're making more money than men, than them. And we don't mind being alone. And so it's like this. It's like if we make more money than them, not all, but when we make more money than them, we don't mind being alone because we've healed and we're okay with ourselves, then that means that We don't have to answer to them for anything. We don't have to go to them for everything. Also, we find ourselves not having to deal with all of their issues. Them, the men, up, unloading all of their toxicity and issues on us. I tell you, I don't want a man coming into my life causing problems. My life is peaceful, right? Just like this, peaceful. You just heard those birds, those ducks up over me, baby. That's what you call peace. Peace. And when you get to this age, because I'm 49, pushing 50, when you get to this age, you're not gonna want to deal with foolishness and nonsense. Peace is what you strive for, and if a man can't produce help produce that with you, ain't no point in having them. A warm bed in my body just ain't a warm body in my bed. A warm body in my bed is not enough. It's just not enough. It's just not. I think I've said this before. At our age, at my big age, baby, I done had enough sex. I done had enough me and child, and can't no man at this point in my life dick me down. None. Nah. Can't do it. So, and then also I found out too, I've learned too, that men who come into your life and cause all kinds of hell, havoc, and high water, they're not, because see, they want you to be their peace, but they have to remember they have to be your peace too. Because how do you come into my life and demand me to be your peace, but you're coming in with havoc and high water in my life, and you're not producing peace? How is that? I don't understand that part. I've learned that too. So when these men holler about, oh, I need you to be my peace, run. Because anytime a man tells you, oh, I need a woman to be my peace, or I need you to be my peace, he's coming with hell, havoc, and hot water. Get ready. And I'm not dealing with any of that. None. I've also found out too, I've learned too, that men that you have dated and the relationship went awry, and it wasn't because of you, it was because of the man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. These men are scared to come back towards you to offer you a relationship, even though they want to, but they are scared to. You know why? Because you're on to their nonsense and foolishness and mess. You see them for who they are. And so if they ever come back towards you to give you another offer of a relationship, they know, I can't get over on her. Because she knows me. She knows how I move. And now she's going to move differently. She's going to move totally differently. So, those are my thoughts. It's getting dark now. Someone's sending me a message. Okay. It's getting dark out here. It's beautiful though. It's so beautiful out here. But it's getting dark. I'm gonna go in and fix myself something to eat. And I'm probably gonna, I know I have to do some more over at Seek to See Tarot tonight. But you all have a good night. I love you all. Gratitude, Ashe. Namaste.